This is our heat transfer experiment improvement project for the TD 1002A. Our group members were Ethan Burke, Hunter Losey, Jace Stewart, and Martin Marlette. This video is an overview of our experimental setup. The original experiment was for the TD 1002A for the heat transfer experiment on linear heat conduction. For our experiment, we made a homemade thermal paste and compared that to the store-bought thermal paste. The components of the homemade thermal paste include aluminum powder and silicon oil at 100,000 CST thickness. The mixture was 20 grams of aluminum to half a teaspoon of silicon oil. How to make the thermal paste. Firstly, aluminum powder was gathered from a disassembled Etch-a-Sketch. This aluminum powder was then purified to the best of our ability, taking out any large debris. Next, 20 grams of the aluminum powder were weighed and were mixed with half a teaspoon of silicon oil that was at 100,000 CST thickness. These are some of the pictures of our store-bought thermal paste in use during the experiment. It was initially applied to the brass coupling point in the middle there, right here. And here are a few more pictures of that from a few other angles. And now here is a picture of our homemade thermal paste. Now you're going to see quite a few dots in here. And these are not actually air bubbles, but these are actually styrene that we were unable to filter out from the Etch-a-Sketch. This is our experimental data for the store-bought thermal paste. You see a relatively linear data set starting at 60 degrees Celsius and ending at around 25 degrees Celsius, and this was at a power level of 20 watts. And here is our experimental data for the homemade thermal paste. Our data starts at about 90 degrees Celsius and ends at about 15 degrees Celsius. Now, between 60 and 75 centimeters, there is a vast drop-off in the temperature that I am unable to explain, but I suspect it has to do with the air in the machine's gathering of the data. Sources of experimental error and potential improvements. Our mix of aluminum powder contains styrene from the Etch-a-Sketch, which probably resulted in its overall lower performance. To lower the impact this had on any future trials, the styrene could have been dissolved with acetone, and any acetone could have then been filtered out. With a pure aluminum, different silicone oil thicknesses could have been tested with the results compared, and at the same aluminum thickness, different ratios of aluminum powder to silicon oil could have also been tested. Thank you.